Howdy, howdy. All right, let's get this road on the show. How's everyone doing? Yeah, so like I said in chat a minute ago, I have a new audio path for the computer stuff. I'm running the intro music live off the Apple II tonight, so it looks like I'm talking over the music fairly reasonably, but I don't have my Ducker set up or any of that stuff. My audio is garbled. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? It's the same audio path. Let's see. Y'all have to tell me if this is any better. Maybe it's a power supply problem with the receiver. I don't actually know. Yeah, alright. So you know what? We're gonna just fade out the Apple II a little bit here. Still wobbly voice? Oh, man. Alright, I'm just like, what could it be? What could it possibly be? Nothing about the mic chain is different. Absolutely none of it. That's the same, that's the same, that's all the same. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I mean, everything is the same. So what? Sorry, what does it sound like? Maybe I can monitor. Hang on. Can I monitor? No. This is gonna be unfun to try and do. Turn that off there. Go into the audio properties here. Diving into the advanced audio properties of OBS. Check 1, 2. Oh, yeah, I hear I'm very badly echoed. Why do I have a very bad echo? I don't see it coming in any of the other devices. The monitoring shouldn't be doing that. Just the garble. All right, monitoring's off. Garbled. I don't know. I'll have to take a listen to the recording. Let me start the recording so I can listen to it. Fun times. Yeah. How is everybody? Feel like listening to me tonight? I don't know. Yeah. So, this is this acceptable? Can we run with this? I'm feeling like either we rock this or I just call the stream and y'all have a good week. You're okay. All right. Yeah, seriously, don't know what it is. I didn't change any of this. What I did do is change the computer audio input path. I picked up, can I get it in the shot? I don't know. Let's go over to the desktop. Here's my Apple IIc. I rarely get this thing out, but it's Kansas Fest this week, and this is sort of my excuse to play with some Apple II stuff. So we do that. And I'm gonna lower the workbench light a little bit. In the UK, just bought a Speccy 48K with a different... Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I really enjoy my Spectrum. I do have a Spectrum 48K. I put in an S-Video mod in the Spectrum 48K a few maybe a month ago on stream. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's actually fairly yellowed, but the light on the white balance makes it look prettier than it is. But you all know me. You all know my exceptionally high tolerance for yellowed computers. So yeah. Did you have the giveaway pile at Kansas Fest? No, I haven't. I haven't seen much media from Kansas Fest lately. And if it was on Twitter, I'm not seeing it at all because I'm basically off of Twitter. But yeah, I actually I don't think it's here. I think it's in another room. I picked up another shirt that I'll have to show off on the next stream because it's not here. It's in the other room. It's on YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a spicy C128. Yeah, my pumpkin spice C128, exactly. It was on YouTube. All right, well, maybe I'll look for it. I'm surprised. Well, I guess it's been a couple of years since the garage giveaway happened, so maybe there was pent-up demand to get rid of stuff. I've actually been getting rid of some stuff here, just this and that, but I've already arranged to find a new home for my Atari 1040 ST. Now that I have the STE running, I'm super happy with that machine. So that's the STE, the 1040 is going to a new home. Let's see. But what I have here is, yeah, so I got myself another little miniature mixer. It is like, here's my hand. It is super small and tiny, and I like it. So this is going to replace the audio path from the computers rather than going into the HDMI through the RetroTink or whatever, because I have some devices that just will not cooperate with audio over HDMI. So I found this at a local pawn shop for 25 bucks, and it's got USB. My old one did not. So this is, now I just plug all the computer audio direct in there and don't have to embed it on the HDMI. So that's kind of cool. Twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. Nee, 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 nee. So there's that. So I'm giving that a shot for the first time tonight. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Apple IIc. Let me. Too many axes of freedom on this camera. It's a Behringer, but whatever. The price is right. Voice audio going through that too? No, it's not. My voice audio is going through my PreSonus audio box, like it always has. Well, not always, but since I bought it for the last eight months, it's going through the PreSonus. So I don't know. No retrobrite. I don't want to retrobrite my stuff. I'm nervous about what it does to the plastic. Hello, Wide World of Retro, and yeah, well, everyone, hello. I haven't greeted anyone by name, but hello. There are so many of you. I'm so happy to have you all here. This is a lot of fun. Yeah, it looks wider than it is. Believe me, it's a nice shade of yellow, but that's fine. I'm totally happy with it. But what well, actually, I was about to say what I'm not happy with. The fact is, I am happy with it. If we punch over to here, let me boot this up, and it works pretty darn well. Let me switch to some. Let me pull something up here that I can actually show off. Here's a quick demo. We will boot. Yeah, my white balance is set to beige, exactly. Yeah, it's got the ROM4X mod on this, and the internal disk switcher, so I can boot disk 1 off of an external emulator. And yeah, I've got the Total Replay stuff on here. This demo is in mono, so I need to adjust things a little bit. But so this is just straight up composite video, and honestly, I think it looks damn good through the RetroTink 5X. Yeah, there were a ton of good titles for the Apple II. I was talking with one of my buddies today about just how amazed I am at all the software that people came up for this machine, which is just horrendously difficult to program graphics for, because they made the machine itself so dang simple. But yeah, absolute shit ton of software. Good games, good productivity stuff. It absolutely is a monster, the Apple II. 2X Pro is just slightly fuzzier. I've always been happy with the 2X Pro as well. I mean, it doesn't have the deinterlacing that the 5X does, but I'm totally okay with that. But yeah, so this is the 5X Pro going into the AverMedia capture. But tonight, the thing that's going on here, if I switch over to the other thing about this audio path is it doesn't automatically kill my sound, my computer sound, when I switch off the HDMI input, which is nice. Tonight, I'm going to be messing around with the HDMI to, or RGB to HDMI. So that is this little board right here. It's a CPLD and some passives, and it is a hat for a Raspberry Pi Zero. And between the two of these, here are your inputs here, it will recover pixel perfect video from a whole bunch of vintage computers. It's got a bunch of different profiles, and a bunch of different stuff you can do with it. And I'm excited to start messing around with it. One of the ones that it supports is the Apple II, particularly the Apple IIc. So what we can do, it's a bare metal, not emulator, it's a bare metal application. So I've just got the files loaded on the SD card. All you do is literally unzip a zip file on your SD card. And then hook this up to the capture source, and this hat right here gives you your input and your buttons to operate it. I have a little 3D printed case. It will go around the whole thing, and it will more or less work like that. And then it's just a matter of building the cables that hook up to this input. Yeah, I'm excited to mess around with it. I've never done anything like that before. So, I'm following since the early going. Yeah, it started off as a thing for specifically for the BBC Micro, but then it just grew because they're like, well, the architecture is so flexible, we can write decoders for anything. And so one of the things specifically that it handles is every time I hit my hotkeys for OBS, my browser is like, do you want me to do something stupid? I'm like, no. And I tell you never to tell me about it, and you keep telling me about it. Hey, Jellybean, good. Thank you for the resub. 16 months. That's amazing. Thank you. And also, Sigurbjorn, I missed yours at the beginning of your resub for 14 months. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I haven't been able to see your stream for a while, Sigurbjorn. All sorts of stupid busy. Let's see. But so the thing it can decode is the serial video stream, which is so bizarre on the Apple II. It's basically one pin for the data, one pin for sync, and one pin to tell you whether or not you're in graphics mode, and that's it. Spectrum 3, it will absolutely do a ZX Spectrum. All right, here's the 128 or the plus 2. Oh no, wait, the plus 3 might be a different thing. Hello, Bald Engineer. It's good to see you. I've been bummed out that your Mega 2 is not springing to life like we thought it would. But yes, Servid, exactly, serial video. But here we are with the Apple IIc. So basically, like, here's the pinout, and it's incredibly simple. Mega 2e is finally at a stable point, but still not working. Oh no. I saw your post on the Discord looking for anyone who can maybe reprogram that ROM. I hope you can. Wire up to the monitor output. Exactly. So that's what we're going to do. The D15 back here on the back of the Apple II, I have this wonderful little DB15 male sitting here ready to go. So we're going to build up a cable, patch it into this thing with some, well, I'm not going to build up a full cable. I'm going to patch it together with these little jumpers temporarily because they can go onto the pins here, and then I'll patch them into the appropriate pins of the DB15, test everything, get it all working. And then I need to get some IDC, and because I bought it with this cable right here, which is to CGA, and this will do things like the Commodore 128 or other stuff that has a DE9 CGA port, and it plugs right onto this little hat, and then Bob's your uncle. So I'll have to get some of these IDC ends so I can make up some more custom cables for my system. No clock. It has a sync. Yeah, it has sync. Sync is on pin 3 of the D15. So it's, yeah, video, clock, graphics, and ground. And that's it. That's the protocol. So, yay! Should be simple. Which Discord server? The Kansas Fest Discord, RetroFox, which is only open to people who have registered for Kansas Fest. By the way, Kansas Fest is going on. I think you can still register if people want to jump on there. It's hybrid this year, so some people are attending on site. They have like maybe 40 or 50 on site. It's pretty low. And then everyone else on the Discord. I'm going to be hanging out there, watching sessions, chatting in Discord, probably for the rest of the week. Slash sync is effectively vertical sync. Surprised the bits of servids are out aren't being clocked in. I know. Namcos with the raid. Good evening. How are you? Hope your stream went well. I'll let people get through the annoying pre-roll ads, and then ask you how your stream was while I get something to drink. And check the infamous battery on my receiver. Yes, that seems to be working. So Namco Sun Raiders, how you doing? What were you up to tonight, Namcos? Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. We're about to dig into an RGB to HDMI build for the Apple IIc. This is the build. This is the board right here, which really is just a CPLD and some passives. It's an amazingly simple thing. A lot of magic going on in that software. So actually, I'm going to put this Apple II aside. So we won't need the composite video line since we're replacing the composite video line. And yeah, get set up to do just a little bit of soldering. So I've just got this scrounged connector here, and what I'm going to do is you play some games on the Game8 handheld. I'm done with the games. Repairable at Apple. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people have commented about my audio. I have no idea what's going on, and I'm too lazy, can't be arsed to fix it right now. So you get to listen to bubbly audio. I have no idea what's going on. I changed the audio chain for the computer input, but I haven't touched my mic, so I don't know what it's doing. It's just being a pain in the butt. So yeah, I salvaged this connector. So first thing I need to do is get all this existing wiring off of it, and then I'm going to solder on a few pins to the back of it. I have this habit where when I did the STE recap, I actually saved a bunch of these little component legs, and they're really great for just making impromptu pins out of that I can plug into a DuPont connector. So haha. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. Just get it going, proof of concept. I'll need I had to run out and buy a mini HDMI adapter for this Pi Zero because it uses mini HDMI. I didn't have any of those. Is the STE all finished? Yes, the STE is all finished. It's in the case. The Gotek is installed. The mount is installed. I love it. I ran some demos on it last week. Great freaking machine. All right, so let's turn the soldering iron on and get the snorkel all set up. Whoops, that's not a piece of paper I want to crush. Let me put that over there. The schnoz of plus 12 resist flux fumes. And then, let's see, first thing I gotta do is, like I said, get those existing wire off of here, so get my solder sucker out. Fish make penis pump? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Well, that's a good thing I still have a channel set to mature content, you guys. Wow, that ice cream truck just drove by and it is super annoying outside my window. What else we need to get rid of here? Ow. Somehow managed to throw solder all over my thumb when I did that. That was a new trick. All right. Be good enough. Plays the tune that's out of ice cream. Yeah. Yeah. I think you're going to evil father hell for that one, Sigurd. Also, I guess I really had no idea that ice cream trucks that play annoying music are not just an American thing. Turrican just meant world. Yeah. Our computers are very mature, and that's the content. So yeah. It is overpriced crap ice cream. There's no argument with that at all. All right. So first thing we need is pin 13 for ground. So I got to be able to actually read these. And some tattooed dude in a smashed up van appears playing the Monty Python theme. Yep. Cover his court fines. Ouch. Copy every bad idea. I guess that's true. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. There we are. Oh, gonna need some solder too. That would be helpful. Wow. My chat. Now these are a bit... yeah, the truck that likes to come down my neighborhood lately has been playing some sort of hip-hop version of, oh shoot, what's that song? Turkey in the, I don't know, but it's like, some traditional song, but it's got this like Casio drum beat underneath it. It's very bizarre. All right. Salvage half of that pin. All right, pin 10, which is the graphics pin. And so this pin right here. Hope I left that pin long enough. I might have cut that thing too short. Sounds creepy in a horror flick way. Yeah, they're all actually creepy in a horror flick way. Be honest. Oh, dang it. All right. Let the solder cool before you try to move the pin. Ow. That hurt because it's hot, because I just soldered it. All right, pin 11 is the video stream. Get me another pin here. Enjoying any kids have to deal with it with their kids. All right, 9, 10, 11. Yes, pin 11. This is the serial video. That is crooked as hell, so let me fix it. All right, that's good. And now pin 3, the sync pin. One, two, three. All right. Molten metal. Molten metal is hot. Important safety tip. All right. Let's see if this works. Bend these pins just a little. Hopefully I can get these DuPonts on. Now, last week when you caught some slag from your weld, ouch. All right. That is just barely long enough. So these guys I'm going to cut down a bit. That should do for the moment. I think we can put the schnoz away and hopefully turn off the iron. Yeah, there we go. Good. Yeah, right. The time when we all skip the PPE and then kick ourselves for it when we wind up injured. I've heard that story too many times. All right. And there we have it. The Apple IIc D15 video connector. Oh man, this is going to be so good. It's going to be so good if it works. Now, let's get the pins. All right, here's the thing I don't completely understand, which is the pin orientation on this board. All right, it says, yeah, the only thing on this, well, the silk screen has these things labeled P, so I think that's just port. That's not pin. I'm guessing pin 1 is this one here that's, you can kind of see it's filled in on the silk. No, you can't see because my camera's a piece of junk and won't focus on that. But I'm guessing that's pin 1. And it's labeled on this side as blue. 12-bit extender, 16-way IDC. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12-way IDC. Got it. I don't have the 12-bit extender. I just have the only extender that I got was for the analog. That was actually kind of dumb. I should have gotten the digital extender as well. Oh well. So ground should be pin 3. Which one of these guys is labeled ground? 0 volts, ground. All right, 1, 2. This ground is pin 3, but I don't oh no, wait. So, all right. Here's what's confusing me. Sorry, everyone. Underneath this 12-way IDC, one of these there's silks indicating the pins, and one of these silks is filled, and I thought it was referring to the bottom pin, but it's just referring to this side of the IDC, because on the footprint here, this pad here is square, and that's indicating pin 1. The silk on this thing really could have been a lot better. All right, so pin 1 red, and that is, yes, indicating red. All right, 1, 2, 3, that's ground. So we connect pin 13 to pin 3. Great. So this is ground. Because yeah, they don't have them labeled with the pin numbers. They have them labeled with the pin function. Which, okay, all right. I'll give you that. All right, then pin 4, which is pin 2, that's the graphics, which is pin 10. All right, so it's just once again making sure I'm keeping track of my pin numbers. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Pin 10 goes to pin 4. So that's the white one. That goes down here. I can get this connected, even though it's underneath the one that I just connected. I should have done this one first. Got it. Clarify, is the vintage retro part of the stream the uber rare eBay inflated ancient ARM6 based Raspberry Pi Zero or the Apple? Yeah. Yeah, luckily I've had this Pi Zero sitting around since the days when I actually bought it for messing around with a C64 Pi 1541. Sorry, this is the Raspberry Pi. And then I upgraded because I realized that a Pi Zero won't do that. So I had this lying around, and last time I found them, I bought 2 Pi Zero 2s, which I have in my single board box of single board computers there. But yeah, yeah, that's the thing that bums me out about this project. It's like, ordinarily, this is a super cheap, super accurate video scaling solution. Right now, it's just as expensive as any other freaking solution because Raspberry Pis are impossible to get. And even this board right here is fairly expensive. This is like a $50 board now because of I guess the CPLD. Now, if this is this family of CPLD I'm thinking of, it's actually end of life, but it's been end of life for a long time, but there's still pretty good stock out because this one is 5-volt tolerant. All right, pin 3 to pin 8, which is labeled as H-Sync. Yes, H-Sync. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. All right, so here is pin 3. To H-Sync. And then finally, pin 11 to pin 9, serial video, or pin 9 is green 3. Which is, yeah. So, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, pin 9 to pin 11. All right, that looks right. I think this is right. I sure hope it's right. Don't think it's going to blow anything up if it's not. I'm fairly certain I've got ground in the right place. So that at least is good. So let's get the hat onto the Pi. And actually, it came with some little screw stands to put everything together. So if I had bought the extender board for the digital stuff, I could just sandwich it all together with the extender board. Never have to reach in there again. So clearly I'm going to have to buy that board. Dagnabbit. All right, I've got the SD card in place. Now I need a mini HDMI. I just bought these from Best Buy the other day. Which one of these is the adapter? Here, this is the adapter. All right. Because I bought a full cable, and then I just bought the pigtail adapter. The Darth Vader impressions. God, is it that bad? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, people. I don't know what got into my audio setup tonight. Oh no, people might know who I am. All right. All right. So here is this is the HDMI that goes to my switcher. These pigtails are always fiddly to get the damn cables connected to. All right. So let me flip. Internet is a weird. Well, yeah. I don't make that big a deal about my name. The other details, I mean, that's why I have a PO box and all that stuff. But it's pretty easy to find out my real name. Pretty easy to find out way too much information about me, honestly, but most of the real important stuff, like, I don't own a house anymore, so you can't look up my address in the public GIS. It's just such a piece of shit that you're allowed to do that. And that they publish that information, but anyway. All right, so that is, the HDMI output, video input, and I need power for this guy. So let me get a DVI is bit bangable by the Raspberry Pi Pico light version. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on your data rate. But I know that the GPU on the Pi Zero is actually involved in this project, because a lot of this, not a lot, but some of it is offloaded to the GPU on the Raspberry Pi. Let's see. All right. I've used these just barely enough to remember that one of these ports is like the power port, and the other one is like the on-the-go port. All right, this one was labeled power in. So let's see what happens when we fire this thing up. Biggest risk of having discovered might send you your broken retro stuff to fix. Yeah. Yep. Well, that's why I have the box. Okay. All right. Well, so we're running the software. That's good. Auto switch, no profile matched, interface 8-bit digital, scaling, auto, profile, Apple IIc TTL. Like, how do you know? How do you know that? I haven't told you that. Are you being an amazing box? I don't know. All right, now plugging it into the Apple IIc is actually a little bit more difficult than it should be, because I have wiring for the disk switcher running out that port, because I was just like, I'm never going to use this video port. I don't care if I slightly occlude it with some wires, he says, until suddenly he does care. But I think I can get this plugged in well enough. All right, hopefully that one, mate. Hold on to your butts. Wow, look at that. Wow. Not only does it worked like without any setup. It's just weird how your Apple computer boots, yeah. Apple computers that boot are weird. Now, because I can actually run both at the same time, I'm going to connect the composite as well. Should be able to actually just flip back and forth. Yeah. All right. So I thought that looked weird. Yeah, the colors are off. That's strange. So this is the RGB to HDMI, and this is the RetroTink, and the colors are out of phase. Because the RGB to HDMI is showing me blue, and the RetroTink says, no, this should be green. And if I'm correct, that is a 180-degree NTSC color carrier phase shift. Colors off on the composite or on the RetroTink. Did you miss the red wire? Yeah. 50 hertz. I don't know. Let's see. There should be a. Is this a menu? One of these buttons is the menu. Yeah. All right. Assuming it's in PAL mode. If it's in PAL mode, I would expect it to be no color at all. Mode, DVI compatible. Yeah, profile, Apple IIc TTL. Alright, well, let's sort this out. What do we get? Which one of these? I gotta figure out the... Alright, so that's settings. I think we can actually bring the audio out of the way here. I'm going to turn it down on mine since I actually hear it locally out of the speakers in my Apple II as well. Apple IIc TTL. So Apple IIc TTL refers to the TTL video port on the back of the IIc. It's actually a little bit hard to read on my monitor. It's cutting off some of it. Hang on, I can put my local preview monitor into 16:9. There we go. Still overscanning. This is weird. This is a piece of junk monitor I have on my desk, so. Settings. Nope. Let's see. Palette menu. Output invert in. Nope. Let's see. I'm gonna switch my local monitor over to the RetroTink to look at the difference. Yeah, so this is supposed to be blue. Nope. All right. Oh, I did a screen capture. Oh, cool! It does screen captures. That's pretty badass. Preferences menu. Nope. All right, settings menu. Palette menu. Tint, saturation, artifact color on, artifact phase. 270. Look at that. All right, so this is the HDMI, and now this is the RetroTink. I wish I could do them side by side, but I only have one capture device. All right. Okay, I think that's where you need to update the CPLD. You had to do that in your PyStorm. I don't know. I mean, it depending on. So different machines actually, I think, need different CPLD code, and depending on what mode the thing is in, it will actually, the Pi will program the CPLD with the appropriate code for whatever profile you're in. Whoops. All right. Yeah, subprofile Apple IIc 60 hertz. Let's give this thing a reboot. All right. All right. So this looks pretty darn good. Let me put my local monitor on the HDMI as well. I can see it here. All right. It's got white bars on it, but that's fine. So let's load up something different. Let's go into hard drive images. Let's go into total replay. So I've got it set to total replay. Flip the switch on my disk switcher here to put it into smart port mode, and then I hit 5 and boot smart port. Yeah, the text is quite good. Let's see, make sure I have a little matrix here so I can route something different to my local monitor versus what I'm routing to the stream. So I have to make sure that they're both set the same because, yeah, the picture looks dead on. It looks dead on. This is really cool. Oh, that's right. It goes into a little track mode here. Oh man, the work that they have done on the attract mode image cycling is amazing. It's amazing how fast that is. I'm so impressed with this whole program. Sorry, muted. Streamer foul. All right, so I went over to archive and pulled up their entry. This is the 4 a.m. crack. So this should be the exact same version that is into Total Replay. So we've got this is what the screen looks like there. This is what we know the correct version should be, and then here we are coming out of the RGB to HDMI. So this is the correct NTSC phase. Hopefully that's just chat lag. You telling me that the mic has died, because I can see it going on my. I hit the mute button to take a drink of water, and I forgot to unmute myself. Cool. Well, that didn't take too long. Now I'm lagged by like 30 seconds. Fun. My internet is so crap. All right. So yeah, all I need is 4 wires in the IDC, and then I can build up a cable for this. I'm so irritated with myself for not buying the extension, because let's see, I got it from Retro Hack Shack. RGB to HDMI. Few buffering issues to start with. Sometimes the stream gets lagged. Play it early, only play it 3 seconds. Oh, okay. For it, you can print it Maryland. Well, so I actually bought a case for it that's not even printed. It's actually injection molded and with the extra little bits. This is like nibbled out of it, but this should do the trick. That in there, that over it there. The cable's out the front, and yeah. So, oh, sorry. Let me bring this up a little bit closer. So I bought the case for it, and this is just I think it's an off-the-shelf Pi Zero case that had the extra hole drilled and milled into it. Brain is lagged by more than 30 seconds. Yeah. So yeah, I was just looking at what Retro Hack Shack has on their store, and seeing if I missed the board, or if they don't sell it, or I think I was just an idiot and didn't buy the thing that I need. Yep, I was just an idiot and didn't buy the thing that I need. This is the 12-bit extender. So this, oh, sorry, it's well, I will disembiggen. Yeah, so this side over here plugs into the Pi, and then this side sticks out the case. I am super annoyed with myself that I did not buy this, because it was only another $20 onto the order that I was already putting together. Me. Oh well. I will have to put together another order. He was going to make you want an Apple II. II just came up on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, Apple IIs. So I have a lot of nostalgia around the Apple II, because it was the machine I had at school. I was, as folks here know, I was an Atari kid. But there is, I give the Apple II a lot of shit, because I disagree with so many of the design decisions that Woz made when he built it. And it's like, why would you hate your programmers so much to build the machine that you did? But the fact is, people did a lot of amazing stuff with this machine. I have this, and I actually have a slotted Apple II. It's sitting, well, I can grab it. And the case just fell off. But here we are. I have an Apple II Plus in addition to my 2C. Although this one has a Oh, wait, that's the grappler. I think, yeah, this might be the RAM card here. But basically, it's 128K Apple II Plus because it has this RAM expansion. And then, you know, we got disk 2. What is this? This might be a clock calendar board. I can't remember. And this is a custom board that the previous owners of this machine built. And this machine was actually doing data acquisition in a lab. But I don't use this machine very much. I only have it because it's a special machine because of what it did and who used it. Other than that, you know, it's an Apple II Plus. And if I'm going to use an Apple II, I'd rather use a 2E. So I use the 2C. Not going to do a lot of gaming on a 2 Plus. All right. I have a few Apple II computers during later elementary and secondary. K3 for the most part use C64. Yeah, I mean there were. It's not a foregone conclusion that I had an Apple II just because I'm in the U.S. There were plenty of schools that used either PETs or TRS-80s, or didn't get into computers until PCs were all the rage. Apple IIe card and a Mac 2 to put it in. That they're hard to get, and they're hard to get with all the cables that you need. Unfortunately, those Apple II cards need a special cable to be able to connect to the disk drives, and those cables are sometimes a lot harder to come by than the rest of the card. Elementary school had PC Juniors. Ouch! I'm so sorry. However, did you survive your childhood? I've never used a PC Junior. I just know it's like gets a lot of shit. The genius behind the PC Junior became the head of engineering at Commodore. Yeah. Oh, is that true? Yeah. Yeah. The PC Junior was a very special type of machine. Wow. That was easy. Almost wish I had more machines ready to go to play with. I'll have to try this with my C128. It's the only other CGA machine that I have. Yeah, so at this point, it's just a matter of building up more cables for it. So I'll have to order a bunch of IDC pigtails because I don't really have anything to make up and actually do a crimp on an insulation displacement connector. But I think I can buy 12-pin IDC pigtails. PC Junior is the PC your wife had when you met her. Cool. Yeah, I graduated from the Atari 400 to a PS2, and it was a piece of junk, 386 SX PS2 at that. Dig my joystick out. Let's play some games. Luckily, my joystick is right on top of the Apple II box because I didn't think to get it ready for stream. I assumed this was going to go like most of my streams, where I screw around for 90% of the time just trying to get the device working, and then barely have any time to use the device once I'm done. I was not expecting this to be so simple and go so well. You made fun of her? No, don't make fun of people for their computers. It's rude. I mean, unless they're Commodore 64 users, then you can make fun of them. The Bud Bundy, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We're checking out an Apple IIc with RGB to HDMI. All right, let's. No, unless it's Commodore 64, Bald Engineer. Get your machines right. Come on. All right, what are we going to play? I gotta think of like fun game. Oh, let's play some Moon Patrol. Moon Patrol wasn't as bad as a Commodore user. Spacebar for the option screen. Trying to see if I've got the audio settings anywhere close to right for this. J, joystick mode. S, sound is on. All right. See if this works. All right. Huh. All right. How do I jump? Oh my god, I have to use up to jump. And it's trying to play the music through the beeper too. That is sad. I don't know if it's coming through. All right, I'm trying to actually play the game now. I don't get it. There's 2 buttons on an Apple II joystick. Why did they not make one of them jump? I guess they wanted to deal with people who only had 1-button joysticks. It's not actually a fun little port. Yeah, it's kind of a crap port. Yeah, the slowdown is very real, and like I guess I'm torn between should I admire their gall of trying to get music and sound effects going on an Apple II, or should I beat them mercilessly for the terrible music that they implemented? Alright. Just barely shot that thing. Summer games? Alright, maybe we'll check out summer games, since it is summer. Do I have one more? I think I have one more. See how badly I do. That incredibly slow Moon Patrol. Maybe this game is... see, I don't mean to jump, and you barely have to tick the thing up to make it jump. Yeah. We'll be moving on. All right, where were we? No, wait. Backspace out here. Super Taxman. Is this like the Coco game? Black and white or color? I don't know. If the color's like this, I might go with black and white. Customized keyboard. Normal. You're still giving me crappy. Yes, yeah, HAL Labs. Cartoon number 1. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to play. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think this is the game. Oh, yeah, yes. It's just a Pac-Man clone. I thought this. Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm thinking of Cashman. That's the Coco game I was thinking of, not Taxman. All right. Nope. Done with you. Yeah. Yeah. This game. There's a lot to question with this game. Sit down for a little bit here. Yeah, 5 players is weird for Pac-Man. Maybe I don't even need that. No, I don't think I even need it. Overhead monitor off. Thank you very much. Change from portable Apple to the mini Apple II as I realize there aren't that many games you want to play on it. Yeah. Oh, Jumpman. Yeah. Taxman, Cashman. Yeah. Lag. I don't know. I'll try and pay a little more attention to it. I think if I think I've been trying to play the stupid game by. I have this habit of watching my OBS display instead of watching the actual game monitor. But all right, Jumpman. Apple II is like the worst version of Jumpman, but we will give it a shot. Jumpman. Any key to continue. Beginner, advanced. How do I select? Spacebar select. Okay. Beginner. How many players? 1. Yeah, California Games was Epix. Now, is this a keyboard game? All right, I can use the joystick. Okay, good. Whoops. Hey, at least I got a peanut on the way down. All right, what in the hell was that? I'm just falling off the top of the ladder. Can only stick 2 or 3 directions. Can I go down? I don't know. Let me stop getting killed for a minute and I'll tell you. Yeah, I can go down. I have no problem. Up, down. Getting shot by bullets in all directions. Sweet. It's just like die every 2 seconds. And you have a keyboard, but you can't use the keyboard to enter your name. So, fine. One player. Let's try this again. Can I manage to actually play this stupid game? Oh yeah, you're welcome. Let me wait for it to draw the thing into frame. All right. All right. That's right. The bullets chase you. And then you fall off the top of the ladder because that's a thing. All right. Yes, I can exit the ladder. You have to be careful that you don't climb to the top of the ladder. You have to get off the ladder at the floor. If you climb to the top of the ladder, you fall to your death. You wrote that Wide World of Retro mere milliseconds before I was about to turn the thing off and go, this game sucks. I think there's a Jumpman level building contest for Kansas Fest this year, I think. Maybe I'll just build a level that shows you how much this game sucks. Drive you nuts on every platform. Yeah, this game would drive me nuts on every platform too. Let's see. Nope. Okay, well, thanks, Jumpman. We'll be moving on. I'm trying to think, like, what are the games on Apple II I actually enjoy playing? And I'm having a hard time thinking of what the Apple II games are that I really enjoy. So let's see. Does it have Spy? Does it have Spy's Demise? Spy versus Spy. A lot of Spy games. Spy versus Spy 3. Spy's Demise. There we are. That train game that I showed you. Oh, Ultima 5. Yeah, I'm not getting involved in a game of Ultima 5 tonight. I could try Load Runner. A train game. I can't... Oh, Agent USA. All right, paddles, keyboard, Atari stick. Atari stick? Nope. Can I back out by hitting escape? No, escape pauses. All right. Wasn't aware about paddles with this game. Let me try it again. I do like Agent USA. That I'm not gonna lie. Actually, the games that I most like enjoy and have nostalgia for in the Apple II are all Edgeware games, because that's what we played in school. That's what I had a few of at home, and they're far less frustrating generally than actual games on the Atari. All right, let's try paddles. All right. Okay, so you can't actually stop moving. All you can do is reverse direction. Ah. Run! Run, stupid spy! Oh, look, you can actually enter your initials with a keyboard. Yeah, I mean, absolutely 100% elevator action. Heavily inspired / knockoff. Nah. Nope. Should have gone for it. Should have just gone for it. Hey, Texas Foosballer. Playing some very... Well, I was about to say I'm playing some very bad Apple II games, but I think I'm just actually playing some Apple II games very badly. Some of these games are bad, but not all of them. Hesitated. Got a better score, though. This game is definitely heavy on the demise. Atari 8-bit version of just about every Apple II game is better, Tom. Four houses down, a guy has a 40-inch Sony Trinitron outside. 300, yeah, no. Useful Apple graphics tools. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Penguin is definitely one of those names that I know in Apple II software. Yeah, I have one CRT. It's a 14-inch Trinitron PVM. That's it. It's the only CRT I need. Need to move a TV 4 places down, yeah. What else were we looking at? We were looking at, Lode Runner. Not Lady Tut. Lode Runner. I do. I need a Fuji Apple. I need to get one of those dev boards, Tom, and start messing around. All right, is this the real thing, or is this the attract mode? I don't know. This is the attract mode. All right, I hit J. Hopefully that means joystick. To have might and magic? I don't know. Whoops. That's not good. Yeah, right. Control E for the editor. That's what I'm thinking of. It wasn't Jumpman. It was a Lode Runner level competition for Kansas Fest. Right. Collect the gold. I run away from you. I keep trying to dig. Keep screwing up the dig. Why am I screwing up the dig so badly? Yeah, I'm terrible at every game I play. It's just really incredibly awful. Okay. All right. It's not which direction you're facing, it's which button you press, and they're backwards. Hey, that was just me trying to figure out the controls. All right, because I've got two buttons on this CH, right? And if I want to dig in front of me, like this button digs on the opposite side. So I have to reverse the buttons in my head. Yeah. Whoops. All right, well, oh, that's right. I can cross that. Silly me. All right, now I can cross you. Run away. Whoops. Maybe my joystick is a little bit out of cal. I don't know. Atari 2600 port of Lode Runner. Wow. That should be doable. Think about it. I guess I didn't dig fast enough. I love how you can't enter numbers here for your initials. 2 version of Way Out is quite remarkable. They found a way to have acceptable frame rate. Of Way Out? I like Way Out. All right, let's play some Way Out. That was one of my favorite games on the Atari until my stupid 810 ate my disc. Let's do that. All right, remember to unmute myself this time. Wow, look at that color cycling. Someone really wishes they were running on an Atari. I still have my 810 disk drive that I could service and get it back running, but I just don't do much with magnetic media anymore. All right, yeah, let's do intro. I'm sure I need it. I selected joystick, right? Because this is a hot mess. Joyport is a serious adapter. Oh, okay. All right, let's reboot. Paddle is what you want, right? Okay. All right. Paddle. Intro. Wow, that's still super terrible. I'm having a hard time getting a sense of how much lag there is in this thing because these games are just so terrible. All right. How does one control oneself in this game? I feel like the two buttons here are vaguely forward and backward, but then I can't turn. One paddle moves the head, the other paddle moves the direction. Yeah, I mean, it ain't pretty. It's very not pretty. Like, I press this button, I go forward. I see that stupid cleptangle. All right, so left and right is up and down because that's the paddle axis that it uses. And it's all right, yeah. So up and down is absolute rotation. All right, come back here, you stupid cleptangle. All right, I'm getting this now. Yeah, it literally is built for paddles, hand controllers. Whoops. Go back. Pink Floyd arpeggio isn't present. I don't remember that. I think I would. How much of this game I played? All right, come here, get back here. Oh, stupid controls. Super touchy. All right, I got my stuff back. I tagged the cleptangle. All right, yeah, I know it. I know it played this annoying tune that made me go, "Oh my God, run away!" every time I heard it, but I didn't think of it as a Pink Floyd thing. So okay, no, go the other way. Go the other way. You gotta be really touchy with the joystick, be able to maneuver in this world. But this is a fairly amazing frame rate. I'm not gonna lie. Was that the exit? The way? Yeah, I think that was the way out. Yay. All right. A little bit dizzying, honestly. Yes, I literally ran into the exit. Absolutely. Not an awful port. I mean, controls are terrible and might be better off with the keyboard, but not terrible. All right. So this is the Total Replay 5 alpha, and I have a feeling it has some issues on my machine because, well, actually, all right. If I reboot, it'll come up with a message, says Mockingbird in slot 4, and it talks. I do not have the speech bit for my Mockingbird, so I think it's misdetecting that. Trying to think, what's a game that actually uses the Mockingbird? Somebody tell me a Mockingbird game for the Apple II. I want to see if it'll work on my 2C, because I think there's just enough difference about the Mockingbird 4C versus a standard Mockingbird and a slotted Apple. Spy Strikes Back, that uses the Mockingbird. All right. Nope, not two S's. It's going to the large library of spy games. Nope, doesn't seem to have it. Maybe I must Google for things. Mockingbird Apple II game. Burzap using the Mockingbird. Programs with Mockingbird support. Here's a good forum post. Lady Tut has a Mockingbird specific version. One-on-one, opening music only. That will do. That will absolutely do. Thank you, Buck Owens. Do we not have it? Do we not have it? Don't have it. All right, fine. Well, let's see if this happens to be the right version of Lady Tut. I'm pretty sure I've seen Lady Tut on here. Yep, there it is. I've no idea Wild World Retro. All right, yeah, this is just beeper music, unfortunately. Turn that down. Yeah, Ladybug, exactly. Okay, well that is actually Mockingbird because I had the beeper turned down for that. Programming are going to take all night. Flashing the initial firmware. I don't know. I can't remember how long it takes to do that. It's really quiet Mockingbird music. Huh. All right. Well, that's mildly interesting. Prince of Persia on here. Now, I know this is not Mockingbird music, but I want to see how well this setup does with beeper music. Because I think the intro music from Prince of Persia is actually fairly cool. I don't know, Tom. I mean, they sold the bejesus out of these machines, so that must be why. But yeah, this is looks kind of crashed. I don't know. Let me boot the old um, version of Total Replay here. All right, this is version 4. Finds my Mockingbird. Prince of Persia. All right, we're done. We're done loading, and we go nowhere. One might be on version 4. I'll check. I don't know if did they. Yeah, that's right, because they're kind of like moving towards taking the sports games out of Total Replay and putting that into another project. So yeah, exactly. Move the sports games to another collection after version 4. I'm a little bummed that Prince of Persia is not loading. I don't know why. I don't know if that's because of Mockingbird or something else. But is there Mockingbird support in Prince of Persia? I don't think there is. This list doesn't have it. But I don't know. All right. Come on. No, you're Ooh, yeah, we're quite crashed. Quite crashed. One-on-one. There we are. Configure my monitor here. Yeah, definitely Mockingbird music. It's got the AY chips at such a different gain than some of the other stuff, though. Yeah, I mean, yeah, from an Apple II, you're not going to get that kind of music, but from, stuff a pair of YM2149 chips in it, you'll get that kind of music. Or I guess this isn't, no, this is the AY38912. AYYM chips. Yeah. Yeah, not having to bit bang the speaker. Exactly. I'll start. They don't expect you to actually play the game. You're just here to listen to the music. Come on. Play the damn game. Seriously, play the damn game. Yeah, very popular chip, the AY38912. Alright, come on. See if I can actually play the game this time. Nope. Absolutely hates me. I'm hoping you guys would have told me by now if I'm doing something wrong, but I think there's just some weirdness with this machine and the Mockingboard in it. Almost wondering if I'd be better off taking the Mockingboard out. I hate that idea, but I know when Dieter made the Island Adventure demo, that didn't work on this machine originally, and he had to make a special version for the 2C with Mockingboard, because no one expects a 2C to have a Mockingboard. Enjoy the show, yeah. Alright, well. Nope. That is a very unhappy machine. Does not like that game. I'm still bugged by the "and it talks" message, because I do not have the speech chip on this thing, so it's misdetecting that, I think. Probably just a case of no one expected a Mockingboard. No one expected a 2C to have a freaking Mockingboard. Oh, it's got 8-bit slicks. Terrible game on it. Well, I don't like top-down racers. But let's try it. What the hell? What are we doing, machine? No, I want you to act. Oh, I hadn't actually played the game. I entered this game info screen instead of selecting to load the game. All right. Okay. Mockingboard is running. All right, that changes my direction. This drives. Very touchy 8-bit top-down racer. This game was mildly fun when I played it on my Atari over FujiNet, and I actually played it online against someone streaming it on Twitch. So that was amusing, but I'm still not a fan of the game because the controls are just so twitchy. Yeah. Yeah, wow, exactly. Hang on just a second. All right, sorry. Um, Messages from my boss, but they can wait. Although I see now that my internet has decided that it's going to take a shit right now. We'll make gameplay code in double high res. Yeah. But all right, Apple II games. But the RGB to HDMI, I am super happy with. I'm trying to think if there's a better way to just test reaction times. Maybe I will boot. Let me take it out of smart port mode. Maybe I'll just boot into basic. Hey, Retro Swim, how you doing? I don't think I've ever seen you in the stream before. What time is it there for you? Mr. Robot, yeah. What device am I capturing the game video? So I'm using an AverMedia USB. It's AverMedia Extreme Cap UVC. So it's a USB device, but it captures. It's a USB 3 USB C device. Works pretty darn well. Oh, 10:46 a.m. Okay, yeah. Well, good to see you. Glad you happened to be able to watch while I was on. Probably not going to be on for too much longer, but we've been messing around with this device here, which is an RGB to HDMI, built out of a Raspberry Pi. Ooh, this case is a little warm. Maybe, yeah, maybe. All right, let's see. Yeah, this guy's a little toasty. This processor's working. Processor's working hard. I might need to actually put some vent holes in this case. Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's not throwing up the first time chatter thing either for me. So yeah, you must have been here before. My memory is just terrible. Absolute crap. Yeah, Retro Swim's he's a streamer from from Australia. Sorry. Ugh. It's been a day. But yeah, I'm very happy with how this works. So I'm gonna like when I type on this thing, it is instantaneous on the screen. Yeah, I'm very pleased with this device. I'm annoyed with myself for not getting the extender, but I'm very pleased with the device. Oh, jeez, it's not even on this freaking screen. Sorry. I'm still clearly my brain is not used to having two monitors stacked on top of each other. Only one of which showing me what's actually on air as it is, but you know. Oh, come on. I had a program. Oh, I hit control reset. That nukes it. Help me figure out a game on the Apple II platform my friend's dad had back in the day. So impressed with it. Never figured out what. Oh, we could try. We got a few minutes left. We could try. Where did I get the device? So I bought the hat from Retro Hack Shack. I think they're U.S. based. There's a couple of different people who sell them. If you find the forum or the GitHub, I think he has links to a couple of different places where you can buy the assembled hat. But it's open source if you want to do your own PCBs and assemble it. The trick these days is just finding a Raspberry Pi. I think it now officially supports the Pi Zero 2, but I'm running an original Pi Zero. Yours from Hack Shack too, yeah. It was a great ordering experience, just fine. All right, let me pull up the. Let me reload Total Replay. We'll boot back into that. Retro Hack Shack, yeah. What Retro Swim? Wireframe 3D game. I don't know. Maybe someone in chat can figure it out and we can take a look. I'm not familiar enough with Apple II games. Honestly, this week with Kansas Fest is the 1 week a year lately that I pull my Apple II out. It's not one of my favorite machines. I don't use it nearly enough. Okay, so yeah, Battlezone was the one thing I did actually think of, Tom. What does Battlezone look like on the Apple II? No. Battle Chess, Battle Cruiser, Battlezone. Yeah. Was there an Elite port? I feel like Elite got ported to everything, but maybe not the Apple II. Well, let's see if it's on here. No, not a spaceship or vehicle. A wireframe helicopter that tries to kill you. Boy, I don't know. I don't know, Coffee Cup. Yeah, I'm not. It's not in this collection. That's not to say it doesn't exist. It's just not in this collection. Elite. Nasser Jabelli game that I have no idea how to start and play. It's a paddle game. Yeah, paddle game. Okay, this this is a fast action game. This is the guy who wrote the first Final. Yes, this is the guy who wrote the first Final Fantasy, Nasser Jabelli. He wrote like a million freaking games. He was just a machine. John Romero has a podcast. It releases like 2 episodes a year, but he interviews all the cool people, including Nasser. And he did like 3 episodes talking with Nasser about his early game development. Anyway, the podcast is called Apple Time Warp, and it's a fun listen, and you can listen to like 15 years of the podcast in a couple of days because there's only like 24 episodes. All right. So this shoots things that go up in the air. Like, I don't understand why I would want to do that. The ambulance comes and picks you up. Oh, that's great. Like, why would anyone use this shot? I don't understand. Oh, for the eggs. Okay. Alright. Now I'm sort of understanding how this game works. There is an Elite for Apple II. Okay. Alright, well. Tonight we have learned that I need to completely redo my entire audio chain, including my microphone. I'm sorry that you all had to listen to garbled mic all night. And I need to fix up my auto gain control for the new computer input. And RGB to HDMI is an amazingly cool, simple little device. So I want like 3 more. Sadly, that would require me finding 3 more Raspberry Pis. Beamwriter, yeah. I'm confused that I'm not having to use this more, but okay, fine. Will it exit back to the menu? It does exit back to the menu. That's cool. Longest game running franchise. Yeah, that has to be a contender for that. That is true. Sorry, just catching up on chat. Well, I think I'm gonna call it. It's getting up on 9. Usually when I like to shut this thing down. Leave the player characters on foot. There's a wireframe helicopter that attacks you in the wild. Never heard of it. Hope you can find it though. I am by far not an expert on Apple II games. That's for sure. Prior to MSX for Beam Rider. That must have come out on a million platforms, right? Beam Rider, I would think. It's composite out from the Apple. No, so we've been using the RGB to HDMI. I can switch it back to composite. This is the composite out. It honestly looks pretty darn good through a RetroTink 5X, the composite from this Apple IIc. Yeah, glad you could catch it as well, RetroSwim. I hope to catch your streams at some point when I don't seem to have much time for that. Thanks, Wild World of Retro. Thanks everyone for hanging out. This was fun. I love it when I can do a stream and like actually make progress or complete a project in one night. I'm super stoked about the RGB to HDMI. When I bought it, I was just like, oh man, how much of a project is this going to be? And now I'm like, no, this is awesome. I love this thing. Thanks for the stream, TM. Let's see if there's anyone on that we feel like we should raid. No, that's not the thing I want to do. This is the thing I want to do. Michael Thing is on. I wonder if the Michael Thing is finishing up or actually doing. I seem to raid a lot of people, and they're like just about to end their stream. So I'm just going to check and make sure, because, yeah, he's been streaming for a long time. But maybe, yeah, looks like, all right, in the middle of a poll to figure out what to do next. So, yeah, I guess we're going to go read the Michael Thing, another fun retro streamer. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I'm very excited about this. I don't know what I'll be back with next week. So many projects in flight, but... yeah, I'm excited to build up some more cables and connectors for this and move this thing along. Oh, no, he is ending soon. Okay, all right. I think we're just going to call it then. I think we're just going to call it. Stay safe, everyone out there. Everyone at Kansas Fest, or going to that or tuning in. Have fun. I'll see you in Discord. And, yeah, have a good week. Catch y'all next week.